Here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome to DCA Adventure. We're here on 3D Print Wednesday, and I've got a few extra guests with me tonight. One of the guys you were very familiar with. We got Gundy down there. We got someone that you may be familiar with in the Discord space and in the chats. We got Grits and Mr. Ford down there. Gotta love that. Failing to learn. Gotta love the new channel that he's creating on 3D printing, and as he's failing to learn, you gotta do it the right way, right? And then, of course, we got CryptoCloaks. Man, what is up?
Welcome. What's going on?
Thank you.
How you doing, buddy?
Excited to be here. Good. I'm ready to talk some 3D printing.
Right? Yeah, I know. We're starting this one up here a little early. We started talking, and then I was like, we should be recording this because it got like a nice little conversation, and I was like, we're just gonna go ahead and go because it's just starting to get too good. Make it easier. Everybody gets in on the conversation. So what's going on, everybody out there? I see Savages up in there. We got Chris Anderson, Crypto Mining Lifer, Shinik Diesel. We got Mr. Ralph Cooper. Gundy came in first. How about that?
That's right.
Right? Gotta love it. So yeah, we were just in there talking about BL touches, and of course y'all know that I have a Nerd 3, and if y'all followed the show, I've had a love-hate relationship with my bed leveling. That's been my downfall. It's just, man, it's
That does
really,
everybody, man.
dude.
Everybody has
it. It irks my nerve. And then like that meme this morning that that got posted up about the bed leveling, and I was like, I wish that was even true. Like if I even attempted that, like I would know immediately that it would be a bad idea. Like I'm just wasting filament. Just starting the print. Just start, waste. But it's been a learning experience.
And so much wasted ABS.
Yeah. Well, PLA.
I don't even try with ABS. I just stick with PETG. It's easy. It's like printing PLA.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been using PLA.
Durability of ABS. Do that.
Yeah, I've been using PLA. Yeah, just kind of what it came with, and I was like, all right, let's just kind of start here. Some of the things that I want to do next, and like some of the projects I want to do, I need PTEG just due to the fact of the heat, because PLA will withstand heat, but will eventually warp. Making, I don't know if you've seen in the Discord, we've looked at some computer cases, making like a small micro ATX, and I was like, I'll just use the PLA, and I was like, but if I even attempt to mine anything inside of that case, that PLA is
you get that thing hot at all, it's a game.
That PLA is just gonna start just.
Absolutely. It's like leaving it in a hot car in the summertime. It starts warping. It's hilarious. See those spells.
I got to start using the PETG. I mean, I got this little thing. Everybody knows what this is if they're in the
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And I mean,
Nice.
something
Yeah,
just
that's legit.
for the Veta frame.
I mean, you could put it on, but you might not be able to take it off.
It's gonna weld itself to the
Just say it's form fitting.
I don't want to come back to a puddle later.
I don't know if it'll get that hot. Those do get pretty hot though.
Get nice and warm. Especially because it's on a Veta frame, so therefore it's for mining, so it's gonna be pumping juice. Probably the full amount, if not, well, at least 80% at max in the mining space. Because Crypto Mining Lifer. No, none of us have attempted resin yet. I was actually talking to Grits yesterday.
Did you do any solids yet?
There was a one for sale here locally that was pretty cheap.
Carbon fiber, aluminum, anything like that?
No, I haven't. I really want to get a metal printer, but they're like 100,000.
Oh yeah, they're no joke.
And a whole bunch of other shit, but that's on the list of like growth and like slowly but surely.
Right. Get sponsorship from HP.
You're in the space. Maybe you know somebody in the space. I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm not that high up yet.
Crypto Mining Lifer is saying that he needs a few of those Veta frame PDU holders. And I'm pretty sure Grits, you made the STL file for those, right?
I've made the STL file. I'm currently working on the an STL file for the back plate to be able to mount properly in there. Just got to get a few little measurements and realign a couple of the holes, and everything would be cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many have you printed off to get your prototype finished?
That's my
good
second.
question.
That's my second right there, and actually came out pretty good.
And it lined up pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I mean the holes pretty much fit perfectly. I just got to get some nutserts to go in
Yeah.
there.
Gotcha.
That's impressive, actually. I think sometimes I do like up to 30. I mean,
Yeah, when you're tweaking them, like when you're
Trying to
getting that perfect
fine-tune.
fit.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're just.
And you spend 12 hours on a print, and then you notice something's off by like a millimeter, and you have to rerun it again.
Oh, come on, dude! Like,
Or, you
like,
know,
like
you
that
gotta-
meme, like that meme this morning. That 12 hours, you really only spent like 3 of those actually working on the product. The rest of it was just
Oh, yeah,
spinning,
true.
just spinning it around in every angle possible. Dude, I was like,
It's 100% true.
I see that, and I was like, I mean, you're not gonna lie. I spend a lot of time just right click and dragging and going in all the directions and looking at it. It looks good
Dude, you
at
gotta
this
look at the
angle
layers.
and this angle. It looks good at this angle. This doesn't look quite right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't
When I-
fit diaphragm.
Yeah, whenever I do like, whenever I pick
What
somebody's
about
like
the
diagram offline, I always increase it by like 103%. Because usually the stuff never fits right the first
For
print. So I
tolerances and
just-
stuff.
Yeah, so I just kind of bump it up a little bit, and it usually gives me pretty good results on the first try.
What
One
printer you
thing-
got?
Oh, I haven't printed in a long time. Like me and Mikhail were talking about this when he started it, and I was like, man, my printers have been collecting dust for years now. So I mean, I had an XYZ when they came out, first
okay.
gen. They were nice little printers, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course, you have run into any issues with them. There's no parts for them, so you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
One of them I have has a malfunctioning. What is it? Top close. The top.
Like filament door.
Yeah. It's a.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If it's
Safety
closed,
switch.
it has like a little piece of plastic that goes to a sensor that just blocks light from it, and it's like.
Oh, okay, yep.
So like when it's closed, it's like says it's open. I'm like it won't print. I'm like, it's closed. I'm telling you.
That's why the rule is.
I tried
If you get
jumping
one
pins and
printer-
everything. Like, what was that?
Yeah, the rule is if you get one printer, you always have to get another to make spare parts
For
for the
parts,
first one.
yeah.
Buy printer, make printer, return printer.
Exactly.
Well, what was it? The flexible filament had just come out when I had
Oh,
stopped
yeah.
printing. So
PPU?
I don't remember what it was exactly. I'll have to go double check.
That stuff looks pretty cool. I'm a little interested in that, but it seems a little tricky to print. That's for sure.
Well, I guess
I've
you just got to get the temperature right,
Would it's a little more than just temperature. I've been watching this one person recently in one of my groups, and they're fighting the TPU. You got to get that bed layer just right. You got to put down just the glue stick, holding your tongue out.
Yeah.
Just the right amount.
That's
Don't use too much. It has to be the right amount. Yeah.
Thermals have to be proper. It's about as pissy as ABS is.
Yeah, I agree. And it's stringy as hell, too, because you have to have the nozzle temp just right.
Yeah.
Retraction is fast.
It's a lot of trial and error. That's why I was like, when he said he got that print on the second try, I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
'Cause,
thinking. I was like,
yeah,
damn.
I mean, I'd always do like 15% infill, like on most of my first prints, just to like make sure it prints correctly and the slicing was good. And
Right. Like, no,
Well,
the form is good. Like, okay, good. So
Yeah.
now we can bump up.
now
the
I can
infill.
step it up to like 50%. You know? But
My
yeah.
biggest recommendation, if you're going to make something like, and you don't have the original in CAD file, take a picture of it, put it into Fusion 360, get you a
Yeah.
baseline measurement, and then build around that. That's big.
Absolutely.
That's all-
Done that
that's all
a
I
few
did with
times.
that.
a
Yeah,
great
I always thought the those little like 3D scanners were kind of gimmicky. I'm like, you can just usually take a picture of things.
Oh no, I've got a folder open right now. There's a Ryobi Dremel type tool, and I've got about 60 photos in front of me of that tool taken
Yeah.
from all angles,
Yeah.
and I'm actually trying to make a hanger for it.
Isn't there an app? There's an app that can take like 60 photos and make a 3D object out of it if you just keep turning around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is.
That's so cool.
Nice.
I love that.
Got that app.
Chris is saying, thank you for coming to the show. Bitcoin Jake says, nice, CryptoCloaks. What's up, Bitcoin Jake? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Yashnik, how you doing? Chris says loving the new faces, and he's saying thanks for coming on the show. Yes, dude, we appreciate you coming on here. You know, so we gotta each kind of have our own couple of questions for you. You know, because this is a new show on DCA Adventure, and
We're trying new things, you know.
Trying new things.
Stepping out of the box.
So, I've got a few questions. I even had our marketing guru guy, Chris, in the chat, which is one of our main people. Now he wanted to be here, but he's unfortunately at work. And I was like, well, then just give me a few of your questions. And he goes, all right, here's like 20. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna all 20, but I mean, he hit a lot of my points as well. So
Perfect.
Because that's just kind of how I was trying to think. You know, was even like how long have you even been in this like 3D printing into this space?
Like 3D printing?
CryptoCloaks been a thing. You know?
When was CryptoCloaks born?
Right.
CryptoCloaks was born December of 2017. And that was probably 6 months to a year after I got my first printer, which was a Maker Select 2.1 V2.
That's a funny date. Did you use crypto profits to purchase said gear?
No, I think I lost out on that. So you might as well join in when you're just losing a shit ton of money and get it over with right away. Is how I look at it. So
yeah, just jump in all the way. Yeah, jump in all the way. Don't go
head first.
100%.
Head
So
first.
after that,
Half full of water.
yeah, right. But no, after that, it was pretty much I started the company just based off of I designed when I got into Bitcoin, and I designed like a ledger mount to store my ledger under my desk because I hated it on top. I wanted to hide it a little bit, and then I was like, I might as well, maybe other people want it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's a necessity to get it off your desk, so I gave it out on Thingiverse for a long time, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try selling these. So I opened up an Etsy store after like 2 months. And it kind of started from there. And then I was like, well, screw Etsy's fees. I'm going to go start my own website and do my own shit. So
I don't know. This everything as a service is kind of BS, if you ask me.
Speaking of like website, like who do you use like for your provider, like Shopify, or are you using WordPress, stuff like that?
Yeah. So I do Bluehost as my hosting provider.
Okay.
And then WordPress as the main operating system behind the site. And then I have WooCommerce in there tied with BTC Pay Server to accept Bitcoin and Lightning.
Nice. Okay. I was wondering kind of how you were doing that because I used to have a store open as well, but I was using Shopify, and I eventually sold some mining equipment, computer hardware, and they banned me from using their payment provider because Apple hates crypto.
There was somebody else
and it was
recently that got banned.
It was literally because, and it said Apple, and it was Apple Pays, and I was like, I don't even have Apple Pay like enabled. Like I don't even accept Apple Pay, but they're like, but they're one of our backers, so they don't like.
That doesn't even make any sense.
And I was like, okay, cool. So then you have to like go down the hole of trying to find another payment provider on Shopify's platform, and they all list as soon as you get delisted from using Shopify's payment platform, you are listed as a high risk payments immediately, and everywhere else takes a higher cut, and then Shopify takes a higher cut because you're not using their payment provider anymore. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, y'all are just.
What was the percentage at the end? You know,
dude, it was over 10%. By the time everything was said and done, by the time you're going to a third-party payment provider, still using Shopify, so you're paying for Shopify, and they hit you with the extra fee because you're not using their service provider.
So hey, how about you sell your stuff for free?
Right.
And
so
we'll take all of your money.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great plan.
sell it for free and take donations.
So Shopify and crypto is just, it's real borderline. You know, Chris on here, Chris Anderson, he's a Shopify. You know, he's a Shopify Printful. That's how he does his. That's how we do our merch. How he does his designs and stuff like that. But he does not cross that border of physical touching. As soon as you physically touch it, like I was selling the hardware and I physically had it, it was a no-go.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what? So like he still gets to use it, you know, and it's whatever.
I'm digging WooCommerce just for that reason, because I've seen a lot of people on Shopify start getting shut down just for even mentioning like the word crypto or Bitcoin, and it's like, what the hell is that? Like, screw your service then.
That means people are scared.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, we're looking into the same thing of setting up a WordPress website. Been working on that for a little bit and trying to just get things set up there so we can easily transition some things, because that seems to be the way Shopify is not being okay with. But it's like they seem like they're okay with it, but underneath it all, they're not. They're like, oh, no, we don't like
it. Nah, cryptocurrency, that's a scam, and for money laundering. So
only criminals use crypto. Come on, man.
Duh.
Yeah, I mean, totally true.
It's just like back in high school. If you had a pager, you were a drug dealer.
Pretty much. And heaven forbid you get more than one. I mean,
right?
Granted, that was really before my time. I never had a pager.
No pagers. So I'm probably showing my age right now. Sorry.
That was before me, man. I'm sorry. Like right before. Like I remember my parents having a pager, but I didn't have a pager.
Yeah, I remember my mom having a pager when I was in middle school, but after that, it was done.
Yeah. No. As soon as you saw the payphones go away, pagers kind of went away.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've rocked the pager for a few years.
Done the hit like a badass.
I mean, if you want to get real with it, and you had a pager, you could totally send Bitcoin transactions over a pager. Like that's totally.
Has anybody done that yet?
I am sure they have. There would be no way they shouldn't have.
I need to see something like that.
That could totally be done. You can send, addresses. Like that's totally a doable thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, they do it in remote locations over like radio waves, right?
Yep.
And then just like when you get back, it confirms.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I want to see a video of it on a pager now.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It'd be legit.
One of those text-to-speech ones that have.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go, man. But then you got to hope that it understands you. It doesn't swap out one of the characters or something. Oh man, it'd be terrible. Could be $100, $1,000 mistake.
or
you'd just be taking something from somebody else's account on accident.
Right on.
It'd be like, oh, error, wrong private key.
Gosh, shit.
So, kind of another question. Sitting here, here's where I talked about the Shopify and all that. So, when you first started CryptoCloaks, how many printers did you start with? Did you start with just one?
I start with one.
Just one
just
printer.
The first one.
Just started off and just started printing everything as per order, or do you wait?
I still do everything per order.
Still?
So that's why, I don't have any inventory usually, unless because by the time the space changes so quickly that if I were to do like injection molds on some of these products, or just even colors, it would be impossible. So the best part about 3D printing is literally you can pick your color, pick your design, and then you print it. And that's what I love about it, because injection mold, well, you're stuck to whatever colors and you hope you sell that huge inventory.
Right.
When here I can have a million colors, let somebody customize it and print it off right away without having a huge inventory.
Do you do MMU yet?
MMU, yeah. So Palette 2 Pro is right there.
Oh,
so I don't have like an MMU unit for the Prusa, but I got the Palette 2 Pro right there.
Oh, you threw up that money. Ooh.
Wow.
You got to, man.
I'm jealous.
They're freaking awesome. I don't even know. I might have something here.
I got the Chameleon. I'm gonna start building this week and gonna go live on it.
Ooh.
Like this is just one of them.
Very nice.
It does all 4 colors in the different layers. Here you can tell how the black strip is where the black of the mouth is.
Right.
And that's just due to the timing of that filament change. Black needs a little bit more bleed time when you start going back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this was like one of my very first prints, but I always think it's one of the most badass ones just to show off for 4 colors.
Yeah, that's
Which
awesome,
printer back
man.
there you use the MMU on?
That one on the right, black one.
Okay.
Nice.
What is that, an AM8?
No. Those are all Prusas. Those are MK3s, and then I have 3 MK3Ss over to this side, and then I got another MK3S coming.
Nice. So you really like the Prushas? Is that what you?
Yeah, like the cost, the reliability, the quality is honestly for me unmatched, and it's all open source. So you can literally print off parts, buy all the hardware, and make.
Yeah, reliability is a strong one in this field.
Yeah, and they have been proving themselves year over year. And I will never buy anything other than
those massive print farms where they have like just thousands of Prusa printers. And I was like, that's
set the Guinness World Record,
man. Like, that's just
and all
crazy.
it does is just print Prusa after Prusa.
Yeah.
You can't keep up with orders. It's insane.
It's just
I think he said he
That's
was
a good
at
thing.
30,000 printers in his farm so far.
Whatever that is, it's something ridiculous. But I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, man, that's crazy.
You
And
just-
3D printing is almost as old as Bitcoin, right?
I mean, I feel like it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it
Quite a
hasn't
while.
really
If you
advanced
go
very
look
far.
at the patent, it's actually back into the 50s, I think.
Jesus.
some of the first
Okay,
ones
when
were
was like
made
the
out- they were
most?
made
Like
out
when
of
was an
wood.
A8?
I meant
cake?
like
When did-
commercially available like 3D printers. Like
Yeah, when did an
you
A8 come out?
You could
'Cause
get a
that was one
kit
of the
or something.
first fire
Like, when
hazard
was that?
printers that ever came out.
Oh, you mean the one
First
next to me?
Yeah.
Dude, those things start on fire all the time. I never
know.
bought one of those.
That was the
I was
very
like,
first
no.
thing I did. I had to get the thermal runaway fixed on there.
Yes. Yep. And I was like, no, I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm gonna buy my Maker Select.
Very first thing upgrade was the Meanwell power supply. Get rid of that little 200-watt fire hazard.
Yes.
Oh yeah, really?
Yes.
Wow. I'd have,
I
Been
stayed
in
far
the
away
game
from
for a
those
long
things
time,
because
so-
I heard a lot of stories and like people's deaths starting on fire, and I'm like, nope, not gonna risk it.
I sent Gundy the picture yesterday. I've been running this one for about 4 years now.
yeah.
That's unheard of in their, their quality and like stock. That's awesome,
Those
Guinness
OG
Book of
ones,
World
you know.
Record right there. Longest running A8.
right?
Oh, it's heavily modified. Heavily.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
then you're fine. That was the key. If you just rode those stock printers, they burnt up. But if you modified it, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, no, we were talking the other day, and I said, you know, that they last just as long for you to print out replacement 3D parts for your printer, and then it breaks.
Exactly.
Your first print should be
Yeah, first print should
fixes,
be
like
fix
replacement
all
parts.
this. Yeah.
That's
buy
exactly
Start
upgraded
replacing
bearings
parts.
and get a new hotbed. Here you go.
Good to go. New print.
Exactly.
You gotta love that. Yeah. You know, I went ahead and just like I got the Ender 3, especially when it was on sale. I just ended up getting Ender 3, and they sent me the glass bed with it, which was pretty cool. I didn't ask for the glass bed. I just got the regular bed, and they still sent it to me. I got
That's
both.
legit.
I got both the
Did
beds.
you get the Pro Edition?
No.
The Pro model? No.
Dude, Ender 3s were like $199 for a while.
Yeah, I got mine for.
I think they are now too because they're trying to empty their stock.
I got mine for like, it was 179, but it was 199 after
That's crazy.
after tax and shipping.
Well, they just came out with the V2, so.
Hmm.
Yeah, the V2 Pro, they're trying to empty stock, and I'm like, just go, everybody, if you want to see 3D printing and try it out and see if you like it, go buy the first Ender 3s. Like, they're reliable. I tell everybody to start out with those.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just got that one back there from a buddy of mine. He had problems with it, upgraded to a CR10. He's like, I don't want this anymore. Here, you can have it.
I don't want it anymore. Yeah, and I
I
just
tell
kind
you
of
what,
got it
I'd
just
love
to like
that
try
bed.
it because I've never had a 3D printer. I've worked in like some CAD softwares for my previous job that I had, and I used to plastic weld, so I've like worked with this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But I was the 3D printer in a sense, like, you know, like I laid the beads, so it's kind of like just
You have one of those
how
pen tools so you can 3D print, like, with a pen.
In the
That'd be
it's
pretty sick.
long and
Yeah.
big spools of they were like
3 millimeter.
Yeah, 3 millimeter, and you just with hot in, you just press it and
Jeez.
just feed it through, dude. It's time consuming.
I bet.
But
I couldn't imagine doing that.
yeah, so coming into like this, I was like, okay, I already kind of know what I'm doing, but going around the opposite spectrum of programming something else to do it, and I'm pretty familiar with computers, so it wasn't anything off the skin of my back. I've never built one before, so I was like, oh great, this is gonna be a nightmare, and I built it in like an hour and less.
Yeah,
and I was
no,
like,
yeah,
dude,
they're
it was so
really easy,
it
man.
was so quick, and I was like, oh, that was easy.
Be glad you started with the Ender and not the AM8 or the A8. Oh my God, that was like
Yeah,
a 12-hour build, and then
I mean, I
printing
couldn't,
off all
like,
the
couldn't
upgrade
say
parts.
no to the price. It was a really good price for an Ender 3.
Well,
I thought.
And I
was
feel like everybody should get one of the basic printers just so you don't have like auto bed leveling and all that stuff. So you learn all the tricks and all the problems while you
which
build
I'm getting
it.
auto bed leveling.
That's
'cause
exactly right.
I'm absolutely
Yeah, you'll
tired
see
of
a
fighting
problem
with-
in your
I'm
printer and know
so
what it is, so-
tired of fighting
Now,
my bed.
yeah, because once you
leveling.
get Prusas, there's really no problems at auto bed levels and all this stuff. And it's like, if
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had that Maker Select and CR10 before, it would have been a struggle to fix things. But now I can tear everything apart and know exactly what to look for.
Well,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
exactly it. I mean, if you're going to start off, you start off with the budget printer. You learn how to level that bed. You learn how the filament feeds through, how to swap it out, how to
course.
swap your nozzles when you got an issue, a jam, whatever.
Exactly.
And once you get good at it, then upgrade to that Prusa, or if you've got the money, the Ultimaker or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude,
no,
Ultimakers,
no
nah. Prusa all the way.
Uh-huh.
Screw 3mm filament. I don't like it. It's too thick.
It's too
Yeah.
thick. Oh wow.
I think Ultimakers are overrated.
really. Yeah.
Are they closed source?
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly another reason.
Yeah. Kind of defeats the purpose of the actual market that they're in, right?
That's right.
I
It's,
was looking
source.
on Matter Hacker's website today, and they sell the Ultimaker parts, and just for the little nozzle, it was like $130 for the nozzle. Like, no, I can go buy a nozzle
way in hell.
for
I
three.
can go buy
for
a
three.
whole E3D hot end for that shit and still be.
You can almost go buy an Ender 3 for that. Like you just
Right.
Yeah.
add a couple more bucks and here you go. Just go buy a whole new printer. Like, all right, here we go. But
Yeah, what's the freaking point? I don't
yeah,
understand.
and I know that Grits. You said that you ended up you got the you're going with the Chameleon, right? That's what you.
I'm
ended
doing
up, you
the. I'm
actually
gonna
ended up
do
getting it.
the. I got the Chameleon kit, 4-color. I'm gonna start building it this weekend, probably Saturday morning. Start the stream. Went ahead, got my filaments to test with, and just re-watching the Chameleon videos. Make sure I'm not gonna run into too many issues. But hey, that's where I'm gonna learn. My
Yeah.
fails.
Exactly.
That's right. Dive in head first.
Mhm.
No worries.
I like it.
No
That's
worries.
exactly it.
Learn on the
Yeah.
way.
Because I
You're
seen
gonna love
that.
4 colors.
Oh, dude, I'm at 1 and I'm like, I already want 2. Like
Yeah.
I want more than 1 color. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, but I'm
Well,
like trying to really hone in what I'm doing with my leveling before I ever even like
Yeah,
go too far
definitely do
into
that.
2 colors because I don't know. Like
3D
either
printing
I'm gonna
101,
get them getting the
leveling.
BL touch, but it seems like every time I make a print, I have to relevel my bed. Like have to. If I run a 6-hour print, guaranteed that my bed comes unlevel somewhere in between. Like,
You have stock wheels on your springs to adjust it?
it's 100% stock. I bought it,
Alright.
stock, trying it, testing it. I'm gonna buy the springs because that seems to be the biggest thing. I've noticed
say loose springs
I've
would be the
noticed that
problem.
Wait,
one of
hey,
no, notice that one of my knobs, that's the front right knob closest to the LCD screen, it comes loose by itself. Like it seems like
That's not good, man.
It does not get any tension. Like with the spring, like there's no tension whatsoever
Weird.
compared to everything else. And I was like, I don't get it. And there was like, it was a 6-hour print, and it was this print right here. It was this
Dude, yeah.
just
Hey,
Pikachu,
Miguel, you
and
said-
I was like, 3-inch Pikachu, and I came back and I was like, all right, cool. I got the print off, and then I pushed the bed back, and then I seen the knob just sitting there, and I was like, when did that come off? And I was like,
Yeah, that's not
well, at least the print came out good.
This just survived. That's pretty good.
I was like, it survived like perfectly, and I was like, oh my gosh. So,
did you get the yellow springs like these?
No, they looked like regular normal springs. Short.
Okay, these are the upgraded springs.
Yeah.
I'll send them to you.
Oh, your buddy.
I'm not using these since I went BL Touch. I'm gonna get the solid mounts.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a weird experience. I've never seen that, and I was like kind of looking up, and I was like, this has not really happened anywhere. Like, and I was like, I mean, it only happened once so far. So
I mean, mine's never fallen off, but it's definitely gotten loose before.
yeah,
And then by the end, it's like,
it
oh, man.
gets that one knob gets extremely loose, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know if there's something off somewhere, but like
There's no tension on it, is
that
what it's
one
gotta be.
knob, it just doesn't get tight. And I was
That's
like,
exactly
cool.
what I was thinking.
So I just
also,
either got to like put some kind of spacer in there or upgrade the springs, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy the BL Touch and springs and just call it a day. And that's just kind of that's where I've been at, and I've been DCAing, DCA.
That chickadee China hardware, you gotta watch out.
I've been just kind of DCAing and everything. Every month I've been like kind of like buying one thing for the printer. Past
That's
2
the way to
months
do
it's been filament. I bought the Amazon Basics like neon yellow, which is what I've been printing. Like all the upgrade parts that I make, like the
Yeah.
fan covers and stuff like that. I print those in the neon yellow, so I know exactly
PLA?
Yeah, PLA. So I know
it
exactly what
warping?
I've had no issues with it.
It's pretty good.
Even the PDU cover fan cover, I've had no issues with it.
You run at like 195, 200 for nozzle temp or what?
200.
200, yeah.
200 for nozzle temp and 50 for the bed. Even though it.
You run a 50 for your bed? Yeah. It's pretty good that it sticks.
Yeah.
What do you normally run?
I run
mean,
60, 65.
Wow. I don't
Yeah,
even use.
I'm
I don't
about
even
60.
use glue or anything. I have the
No
the,
glue sticks, boys. Come
No,
on.
I have.
No.
I run.
I used to, not anymore.
Was it the Creality Ender textured glass bed? It has all the
Oh, yeah.
little dots in it.
I love that thing. People make a mistake. They don't let their bed cool off before they rip off their print, and then they rip off that coating every time. Huge mistake.
I've
You
already
always gotta let
taken
it cool.
I've already taken the coating off.
He's like, yeah, I already did.
I followed just all the videos of being a noob, and I was like, oh, took my print off. I'm gonna do another print, so I sprayed a little bit of ISO on it and wiped it off. I noticed all this yellow all over the towel, and I said,
Coating is
there's
going.
no way. I was like, I didn't print all the way over there in that corner. I said, that's
Yeah.
not this yellow filament leaving some kind of texture or some kind of residue. And I was like, and you can see it, like right where I've wiped. And I was like, crap. And then
Damn.
Hey, Lifer, I said the same thing.
I was like, well, too late. And I mean, I don't really have any issues with it still, even to this time.
You gotta
Every
take
now
your
and then I
chops,
have
man.
issues with it, like sticking, but it seems to be correlated to the leveling issues as well. So I don't really know what it actually is, because it could be the not being, close enough
It
to
most
the
likely
nozzle.
is. That's why everybody
Or-
says, did you level your bed? For every problem. Did you level your bed? But
Yeah.
it's just like an ongoing joke because it usually comes down to leveling your bed.
Like, oh, it was
It's like
a
an
little
IT.
off,
Did you
and
plug it in? Is there power to it?
Did you
Have you
unplug it, plug it
Have
back
you
in?
reboot it?
Did you power cycle?
Like, you sure it's on, right?
Exactly.
Thank you for calling IT. Have you turned it off and on again?
Have you flung feces at it yet?
Nice. He says he has a CR10, a CR20 Pro with self-leveling, and he goes, and it works pretty good, but sometimes filler will not stick to the magnetic plate. Huh.
What's the
See,
build
that's-
space on that one?
I have no idea. I think those are like
I'll just-
500, aren't
Those
they?
are 500
Yeah,
ones?
I think they're 500
Yeah.
because he prints some of the stuff that I know that are really big, and
This is America. Speak inches.
yeah. Even
Millimeters,
then,
100%, man. I design millimeters. I'm all millimeter.
Yeah.
that's been like
Oh,
my hardest transfer over, like going to millimeters. I'm sitting here like measuring stuff for like this, and I was like measuring in inches, and I was like, crap, I gotta get a converter out.
I
What's
hate
this, in
inches. I'm not gonna
millimeters?
lie.
2.54.
I was like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
do the converter on my computer because I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
He goes, did you calibrate on a steady basis? I mean, yes. I mean, it sits inside of a
you know how
cabinet.
like bookshelves kind of like teeter a little bit and you shake them.
Yeah, you
Like you
gotta
can't
make
do
sure
that, man. It's
all
got to
4
be
feet.
like, it's got to be real sturdy, like something super heavy. You put
Then
up
that could be an issue because it's sitting in a cabinet on carpet.
I mean,
on
carpet's
like
fine,
on
but
wheels.
You gotta really have
On
like
wheels.
really
That should be
healthy,
fine. As long as it's a sturdy
Yeah.
cabinet, you won't have a problem.
I mean, if I touch it, I mean, you can move the cabinet, like not like.
Yeah,
like
if it's from
wobbling or you
if
know what
it's
I
from
mean?
like,
Well,
if
you
it's from
can
IKEA, you got to get a new one.
definitely not that. It's like it's made out of like.
Dude,
Oh,
IKEA lap
oh,
table enclosures are the greatest thing ever.
God.
How dare you talk
Oh,
shit about IKEA?
How dare you?
My lac table enclosure is so freaking loud with my A8 in there. Oh,
Here, let's see if I
gosh.
can see if you can see it.
Wake
I
the
still
dead.
got
Well-
like my very first lap table enclosure over there.
If you're printing and
nice.
you see the
Not even
the
using it as what you made it for.
Yeah, it just holds my air conditioner now.
He's
Well,
like,
just
now I
check-
use it as
yeah.
an actual table.
just check for movement, you know, when I was printing. If it's moving a little bit, then you probably need a stronger table.
Yeah, I don't think your cabinet's a problem.
I didn't think so, but you never know at this point. But it's pretty stable and pretty steady from what I know. Yeah, change the battery. No, I didn't change the battery. Nope.
It came from China. It didn't even come with a battery.
It's stock
Yeah, right.
stock AA batteries from China.
And if it did, it was like a Sunbeam battery. It only lasted a week.
Right. Make sure you turn off the LCD screen because it'll burn out the battery. But no, it's just been an interesting experience learning with the Ender 3. I really want a Prusa, of course, but I really wanted to learn and just kind of dig in that way and kind of
Like Cloaks,
Yeah, like-
better to get in the cheap budget
Yeah.
when you learn everything first. You're not.
Yep.
Well, make sure you like it.
yeah.
There's
Make
so
sure
many people
something-
that buy an expensive printer and they're like, well, I'm really done after like a month of like printing off bullshit, not really designing stuff around. And it's like, well,
Well,
all right.
people
Mhm.
think you print toys. You say you got a 3D printer. Oh, I print little figurines. I'm one
Nothing
of these
like that.
D&D nerds or something.
Oh, you know it.
Keychains, print keychains. Yeah.
Dude, everybody thinks
Keychains.
3D printers are just for trinkets, but there's so much more, and I think that's the worst light on 3D printers that, honestly, I'm trying to like change, because they can print some crazy cool shit. Like every day around the house, if you need something and you don't have it, and you're just like, fuck it, I'll print it in PETG and it'll handle everything. Like
A
that'll
friend of
do
mine
it.
had a plastic piece break on his fridge, and all he did was measure it, put it in CAD, and freaking print it.
I can't tell you how much around the
Boot
house
it
I
into his
fixed.
freaking
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
fridge,
Yeah,
and
tons
door
of-
closed and stayed closed again.
I mean, you got these automotive engineers that, at these days that have taken the 3D printing and actually, you don't know what in your car these days was actually designed and tested with 3D printers before it actually went to mass market.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But they make 3D printed cars. They're really expensive.
the Bugatti Veyron was completely tested on a 3D printer. The turbos
Yeah.
in it,
Yep.
built with the intake and everything
They're
all
like
in
the size of
one
a room, like big ass heads.
That'd be so sweet.
piece. It'd be
I
nice.
still want one of those printers where you can hang it off the roof and it does like the middle cone and you can like print furniture and shit.
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Riley
Those are-
was talking about that the other day on his
I
channel.
really
Like
want one.
6 foot tall ones. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a whole room. It can literally fit like a 10 by 10 foot box room, and it just prints
Yeah.
huge furniture on huge layers. I'm like, I want one of them.
Like,
He
I
was,
want
talking,
that.
he was talking about the exact thing. Like he wants to bring it out to like a maker fair or something, and suspend it and print a chair in the weekend or something.
Print a carbon fiber hood for your car or whatever.
Dude,
There you go. Yeah.
you
Well,
print
I mean-
everything.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
It
It's been
is.
slow. It's been a slow journey for 3D printing, but it's coming.
It's
Damn.
definitely speeding up, just like Bitcoin in space. I think people are coming around to it.
Right.
It's the
Got a
future,
question
man.
for you.
Open
Were
source
you-
everything.
Got a question for you, Cloaks. All right,
Yeah.
with the 3D printing, where have you actually taken, other than your cool, awesome coins that you make, what have you where have you taken your 3D printing and utilized it within your mining? Have you actually taken it to make anything that you use other than for the ledgers?
Yeah. So like anything in the space or mining particular or what?
Mining particular.
Mining particular. I think I printed off myself some. I think they were riser clips for my little heater that I have in my rig, or my little heater that I use to heat my shop, little mining rig. I have risers that are 3D printed,
Nice.
like the little clips that mount to my frame.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, right off the top of my head, I would think you could print the frame for the fans too.
Yeah, like fan frames, fan grills. If you want a grill to pimp out your mining rig, absolutely. Those are two other huge ones.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, they actually got got files for the fan shrouds on Thermal Take's website if you ever looking for them.
Really neat.
Interesting.
All right.
Good for them. Putting that
All right,
out
I'm gonna
there for
download
people.
those STLs and customize them with a Bitcoin logo. So there you go.
There you go. Dan the Dane has a question for you. He says, Cloaks,
He does.
do you design in OpenSCAD? He goes, asking because I've got an issue designing a combo between a car muffler and a gun silencer. The problem is the outer
What a choice.
tube mounted on a outer tube with holes.
So he's looking for what design software I use?
I guess he's asking if you use OpenSCAD.
No. So my main design program, besides AutoCAD, if I need to do like highly detailed shit for like other stuff around, I use Fusion 360. I think it's like the most like friendly, easy to use, but still powerful 3D printing or 3D design software out there, and it's free.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
what slicer do you use? I mean, I'll probably use Prusa Slicer, but
So I use Prusa Slicer, and then I also use Simplify 3D.
Okay.
Yeah,
It all depends on what I'm trying to print, and then sometimes some object doesn't slice well in Prusa, so I just toss it in Simplify. It works, and then
Simplify is awesome, man. That's
Nice. Yeah,
my brother turned me onto that right at the end.
Yeah, I've been using Cura, Ultramaker Cura for my slicer.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, I just I dove into that one. I didn't even use the one that they sent like with the Ender 3, and I was like, no. I was like, I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah, it's like proprietary software. Like, no.
No thanks. And then
I use the Cura. Now for that chameleon setup I'm gonna be doing this weekend, I gotta use the Prusa slicer since it's got the MMU setup.
MMU built in, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Prusa's awesome. Their slicers starting to pick up and have a lot of features that all like Simplify the ones they have to pay for. They're starting to really catch up to them. So at least, I don't know, like within a year or two, I could see them not even needing to buy Simplify 3D. Because they're really not releasing any updates. Like they said they'd keep updating it, and they take years sometimes for an update. So
that $130 price tag for the Simplify is the only thing that's been keeping me off of using it.
I know. I pulled the trigger a long time ago, and I was like, well, we'll try it out. And it does have awesome features right now that none of the other slicers when I first got it had. But now they're starting to slowly catch up, that it doesn't even matter, really.
Cura's doing the
like
same thing.
Probably the last print I did was like 4 years ago. Simplify was out then, so it was probably the same version too, right?
They probably have one update since you bought that or used it. Because I'm serious, they say, oh, a new version coming, and it's not.
It's an announcement for an announcement.
Exactly.
We're very familiar
Yeah.
with
And the
maybe
Dane, I
later
just
this
started
year.
using 3D Builder also. That's actually pretty cool to edit your files.
3D Builder?
The one for Microsoft? Is that the one you were telling me to download the other day? The one from Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft 3D Builder. It's a cool little program. I started testing it. I want to test it against Tinkercad.
Yeah, because
Tinkercad's pretty good too. I
that's
know
what
a lot
I've-
of people that use that.
yeah, that's what I started using was Tinkercad, and that's kind of... I've used Fusion 360 before, but I was like, I need to like really just rebrush back up. It's been years, and I was like, this is going to be the easiest and like re-hone everything that I know and kind of get back into it. So I was like, that'll work. But
Nice.
yeah, because we used to use Fusion 360 for a type of it for work, and it pretty much for the same thing.
What up, Nam?
You know, for the plastic welding, it would lay down the lines of where it would tell you you should be laying your beads at.
Yeah.
So it's nice. I've used it before, but I just want to like relearn everything that's not has to do with work, because I just had to learn everything for work, not for enjoyment or play or hobby. It was work.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's been nice playing with Tinkercad, but I'm ready to get back into Fusion 360. That's for sure. Just to really deep dive into that.
Now, just to let you know, if you contact them, they actually have a hobbyist license. As long as you make under $100,000 a year,
Yep.
you can get the unlocked hobbyist license.
Yes, sir.
Wow,
Yeah,
under
wait.
100K, that's pretty generous.
Does that allow projects with teams?
As long as
don't think so.
As
I
long
don't know.
as the
That's what I
actual
mean.
company, the company doesn't make
Cloaks,
over
we could try
a
it
certain
out.
amount, but
I'll log mine in, and you can log yours in. We'll see.
right?
Yeah, right. Because I need to know. Because I looked up hobbyists and I saw that it was under 100K, but I think I have the student version still. So.
Oh, I had the student version of SolidWorks, and it expired in July.
Oh shit.
I got a M1
You out.
brand that I'm working on that in SolidWorks for the longest time and didn't realize it.
Like, it's gone. It's locked up.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, you gotta pay the price to get it back out.
Nah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna email them and beg.
Right, there you go. That's how I do it.
Please.
I accidentally left something behind.
I gotta look up that hobbyist. I want to know if two people can work on the same project at the same time, because that's the only thing that's stopping me from doing like the Enterprise Edition. It's expensive, but it would be really nice to work on it with people to open up the same file and do it.
Yeah, I mean-
just message me later and we can at least try.
All right.
There's got to be some cloud platform you can use out there.
Right. I mean, what if you put it on a VM, spin it up on a VM, and everybody has access to that one VM?
Well, it's nice, but in like Fusion, you can actually open it up and you'll be able to see all the trees of what everybody did in the history and everything.
Ooh,
And that's where you
nice.
can like go in and like modify. Yeah, and
So
it would
you
be
can
out
see-
of the
you
work
select
of
the whole
Lamy, our
team
design
and-
engineer too.
Yeah. So if you
Instead
have
of like
a whole
us
team
both having
working
separate
on it.
files and then like importing stuff.
I like that. That's nice. It's a nice feature.
It'd be nice.
Doing it in that in like a VM or something, you wouldn't have that. It would just be the one file, and that's it.
Yep. But there you
But-
could actually both have it open and still mess with it. Would be nice.
I think
Okay.
you can because I mean I can use the Fusion 360 app on my phone and be able to send it to other people to collaborate on.
Can they edit it or can they only open it? Because we ran into the problem where we had a file, and if I was the host of that file, they could open it and view it, but they couldn't edit actually anything on that file.
Honestly, I don't know because until meeting y'all, I'm the only person
Yeah, right.
It's all good,
Yeah,
man.
Trial and error. Get in the Discord.
I mean-
outside of my 3D printing
Discord.
paintball stuff. This is about the only other time I've ever talked to anybody about it.
Discord links down below.
Yeah, there is a section in there for 3D printing. So
There you go.
get up in there, guys. You will enjoy it. I promise. As well as down in the description below, you will find a nice amount of links that you can find anything out about CryptoCloaks. You can go to their Twitter. You can go to their website. The very last link on them is their Telegram. Getting in there and joining that, and you gotta
Are we
go,
showing
and,
these
go
off,
and
right?
support the team. You know, they got all their Twitters over there. Does that work?
There we go.
Everybody just gotta slowly creep one up. So make sure you go down there, guys, and give their all the Twitter profiles a follow so you know everything else that they do. And if you want some free STL files, guys, if you go to CryptoCloaks, there is a file factory, which is where we all got this, is because this is a free file on the file factory, and you can just
Download it.
He's
If
got
you
the
got
new
a
golf
3D
tee- or the golf marker
Yeah,
that just
dude,
came
that was-
out.
that was pretty cool.
I'm about to test that soon.
I think I got
yeah,
one of those. Yeah, this bad boy right here. Multicolor.
nice.
Yeah, they actually turn out pretty good for being that small, so.
I was wondering how that was gonna turn out being so tiny. I was like, how is that gonna work?
It surprisingly still did each of those dots, even though I minimized it by, I don't know, even though, like,
What nozzle
5
size
times.
did you use?
Because I saw the 2.
That's 0.4.
0.4. I was
Wow.
thinking I'd have to do 0.2 to do that.
No, you're good. 0.4 will work.
Huh. Because I saw like the 2 different versions. There was one with the dots and without the dots, and I was like, I bet that one without the dots is for the printers that can't do it.
Exactly. I put out the dots just in case you can't do those little fine ones.
Mhm.
Because like the dots were originally for the resin printers, because they can handle those micro layers.
Yeah.
But FDM can still
do you
print it.
have
So.
do you have a resin printer?
Yeah, I have a Form 3.
Form 3. Nice.
Yeah.
And you do
Yep.
you like
Is-
resin printing compared to how do you feel about the 2?
So like resin printing is awesome because you can do stuff like that, and it's like it literally looks injection molded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the creativity side and everything, it kind of limits you. It's good for like prototyping and manufacturing parts, but not actual cool designs and creations, I would say.
Like if
You're
you
still
made
limited.
it yourself, what would happen? Like you put it in their slicer and like it'll just deny it or something.
Well, like you can't do colors and stuff. I think that's the biggest thing is you're stuck with one bed of resin.
Yeah, that's right.
That is true. But
But the layers are insane.
right. So how do you like resin over
No,
traditional printing?
FDM all the way.
FDM all the way?
FDM over resin any day of the week.
You heard it here, folks. FDN.
You heard it here.
Resin's
So-
cool for detail, but I think you can do the same if you get a smaller nozzle. You can still print off your micro figures for like D&D and stuff if you really want.
Or unless you're gonna paint them, I'd say resin printing would be the way to go too, right?
Yeah, if you want to paint them and like have high detailed models for like, I would say resin printing is great for miniatures. Like really good for miniatures if you want to do that detailed stuff.
Like make some chess pieces or something like
Yeah, 100%. And then paint them that way. But I hate painting, so I like that I can print in colors and do multicolor at the same time because then I don't have to paint anything.
that. Yeah.
Because Oh, scratch that one out.
Yeah, I mean that's how regular printing started out. You know, the DPI was really shitty, and you know we've just come a long way in the regular printing. Now it's time for this extruding to get better and better.
Right.
100%.
For sure. So how do you come up with your products? Like, do you have, of course you have a team, so do you all just kind of sit down together as a team, design the product? I've seen that you have a section for people to come in to, like, you help create their products.
Yeah,
as well. So there's like a whole
we do a bunch.
part around that.
I would say products on our own, either people come up with random crazy ideas and we're like, yep, we'll put it on the list, and then if we really have time, then we'll start busting it out. For the most part, it's been products that either I've wanted or other products that like our team wants, and then we're like, I bet you other people like this stuff too. So then we design it and then build it. So
I don't know, I'm really behind over here.
I like the light node case that you got, lightning node case.
Yeah, that lightning shell is I think our best product that we've done yet, and we keep doing new and new versions. Our version 1, I don't even have a picture of it or any more, but it didn't have really any venting on the sides or anything. And every time it was originally built around Raspberry Blitz, so anytime they changed hardware specs in their GitHub, we'd switch our case to match it.
All over, yeah.
Yeah,
to the
and we're like,
board.
we'll just follow you guys because honestly, everybody that we built those cases for really run Raspberry Blitz, but now it's starting to also do my node. So that's why we have a solid top for the lightning shell and a top that holds the screen. So we just keep modifying the lightning shell to keep fitting different hardware.
Yeah, you can do crazy stuff, man. I think the last thing I printed was like a hard shell case for my Bose mini speaker.
Yeah, there's so much you can do, and I wish people would see it instead of just saying, "Oh, it's just little trinkets," because it's really not anymore.
Yeah, it's really not anymore. As far as your imagination can take you.
I mean, starting my channel here, I use only 2 little cameras. I've got my standard GoPro that I use, and my Logitech. I mean, when I'm over there at the printer and I'm trying to film, I've got this vlog light that I somehow had to figure out how to attach my GoPro to my vlog light, and first thing I did, jump into Fusion 360. Oh, I've got a little hole in the middle of this light. Let's build a circle in there and then cut out the GoPro. Boom, got something. That'll be up on Thingiverse, probably come soon.
Yeah.
There you go.
When my procrastination level kicks out of me.
I was about to say you could probably do an internet search and find like other people's like attempts at doing such things.
Well, I mean, I did actually look on Thingiverse. I looked on Cloaks 3D. I looked on a few other of the sites.
Never exactly what you want, though.
No, it never
That's what I've realized. I always modify the files.
Oh yeah.
For some reason.
Like I said, you got to add that 3% because it never fits just right.
It's close to what I like.
Or they just took the specs from the box, the back of the box, and like did it like that, and they were like, oh,
yeah, it was completely off. And you're like, well, that's not even
gonna fit, bro.
Yeah.
Nope. Always.
Oh yeah. You gotta have one of those.
They are my best friends. I've got them here in front of me all the time.
Same here. I have like 3 of them on every single desk that I'm sitting at, pretty much, just in case.
Oh yeah.
So a question here that Chris has is: it seems that you are a pioneer of such in this like niche of a space on the crypto community. He says, so how was like the first mover advantage for 3D printing products perform for you as a business over these years?
3D printing products as a business?
Like in the crypto spaces, like in your, like, because you are like a niche, you know, where you're a niche of a
100%.
Because, you know, 3D printing is already
Bitcoin's a niche, and then you add 3D printing into it. It's another niche.
Yeah, a niche of a niche.
Niche to niches, yeah.
How is that?
I would say, yeah, ever since I started, I've been wanting to slowly build it up, and I want to do this full time. I have my regular 9-to-5 bullshit, and I want to like eventually do this full time. And I've just been slowly trying to build what people want in the space, or what they're looking for, or items that they kind of want. Either things for their desk to show off, or have like a talking piece
Right.
And I think that's really starting to blow up more as people want a custom node that's their own, that they put their own like touch to it. And that way when people come over or whatnot, they can be like, oh, what the hell is that? And then they're excited because they're like, oh shit, that's my customized Bitcoin node. That's literally my colors, my design, my name on it. Let me tell you all about it. And I think over the last couple of years, that has really started to like increase a lot more as people want to build nodes. They don't want your just standard box. They want to customize it. And I think that's the market for that a lot.
I mean, and to be honest, and it should be.
That's what it's all about.
You should build your own node. You shouldn't, that's kind of the point of this.
That's what I try to push. A node in every home, man. And I really wish. I'm trying to bring that by saying, hey, this is actually really fun if you can customize your case and build your own. Like you can make it yours.
Right. And kind of speaking of like decorations around like office or whatever. So where did the idea for the Bitcoin grenade like even come from? Because I love that thing, man. I love that thing.
I don't even have one around anymore.
I keep like sitting here and I'm like, man, I just need to pull this.
I don't even have my own yet because I'm too busy printing them off and sending them out.
That's
like seriously.
right, yeah.
I know, man. I keep like procrastinating and like not buying one because I'm like, they sell them in like the DCA color, the blue and orange. And I was like, I just need to get it.
I literally sent the blue and orange one out yesterday.
And I was like, I just need to do it, man. And then I keep looking at it. I keep going back to your website, especially for like some of the stuff for this. And I was like, I saw it again talking to Chris, and I was like, oh, there it is again. Dang it, I forgot. And he goes,
yeah, that idea.
It's even the DCA colors. And I was like,
right?
I know, man.
That idea that was actually brought to me for Crypto Econ Conference 2020 in Vietnam. So they actually wanted to give it out at one of their conferences. And a buddy of mine, Hans, was like, hey, we should do a grenade. And I was like, that's what you guys want? You want to give away a Bitcoin grenade? He's like, yeah. So then I just started messing around. And then I did the design. They're like, holy shit, that's awesome. And then they ordered a whole bunch and I had to send them to Vietnam. Which apparently, if you send a whole bunch of grenades to Vietnam, customs does not like it. Even if they're 3D printed, because they had to have some like Vietnam war vet come out and check the box and customs and like do all this shit, and it barely passed to like verify that they weren't real grenades, and they're wondering why the hell the United States is sending grenades to Vietnam.
Yeah, why are you sending plastic grenades over here, buddy?
Exactly. So that was. That's where it started, and then I was like, well, is it okay if I sell these for everybody? Like, I bet you everybody else would probably want one of these because they're so awesome. Like, I love them. And they're like, yeah, go ahead, sell them. So that's where it started. It was just an idea that was a giveaway giveaway item at a conference.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to
gotta love how that works out.
Just go to show you what you can do when you go 100%,
Exactly.
And you can screw the middle of those out, right? Because I know there used to be a picture of it where you can take the middle of them out.
Yeah, you pull the top off and you could put 2 open dimes in the lid. I wish I had a top. I don't even have one. I got parts of them. I don't have an assembled one.
It says CryptoCloaks. Is that a YouTube channel or a CryptoCloaks like LLC? It is. I guess.
See,
I've got it right here.
Yeah, I'm about to.
It's a website.
Let's get this screen share going here so I can pull this up correctly.
But we are officially an LLC too, so.
Really?
I mean, you got to make it legit.
Gots to. It makes it more legit.
I don't know.
Exactly.
We'll see how long the Fed can last. We'll see.
Right, that's true.
They might just be abolishing taxes soon. Who knows?
Is that announcement tomorrow? That announcement's tomorrow, right?
28th.
On how they're gonna hike it up? Oh, Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
That'll be interesting.
So everybody should be able to see this, and just pop down the. I've noticed it does this for me a couple of times. It goes blank.
It doesn't load?
It doesn't load. I don't know
All right,
what it is.
That's good to know.
It's always the node, the very first one for me.
Well, this is good. This is good information. I'll look into it.
Of course, is it sharing the opposite screen? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. I tell it to share the right screen, and it shared the wrong screen.
Way to go, Mikhail.
Way to go, Zoom. God.
I know, Zoom.
Zoom's such a failure sometimes. Love you, Zoom.
See, now it's not going to load again.
Yeah. It does this to me every couple times.
That slider is resource
Yeah.
heavy, and it's probably not the best to have on there.
Why is it doing that? So it's doing it to me like on stream side. Like y'all can see it, but stream won't see it for whatever reason.
There we go.
Yeah, I had to move it around. Never had to do that before. Whatever.
Oh.
It says my screen sharing is paused. Can y'all see my screen still?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah, I can still see
It's
it.
in LiveStream too.
Yeah, that's what it tells me. It's paused according to Zoom. I was like, I don't know, Zoom. I think you're lying. But this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the file factory, and you can come down here and
It definitely is paused. I don't see the file factory.
Yeah, it's not moving on the screen also.
What?
Uh-oh.
No, I got a second screen so I can see it.
Whatever. Does that work now?
Yeah, yeah.
There
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
there we go.
So y'all can see it now. Make sure the stream sees it too. Wait for it to jiggle. There we go.
You're good now.
Everything's good. That's weird. I've never had to do that before. Like usually it just shares it right away and no issue.
Grits, what'd you do?
Oh, there's a new version of Zoom out. If you haven't,
I just updated today, so I
Did
wonder
you?
if that's what it was.
maybe.
Because it definitely doesn't
I
do that
haven't-
normally.
I haven't updated mine yet.
I hardly ever do. But
And I
today
might
I
as well
did.
say right now, if we're looking at the file factory, if anybody has cool Bitcoin designs that add to the file factory, send them to me.
Oh,
Because I'll add them. This is not just my designs. Like this is, I want to create like an area where all the coolest Bitcoin shit you can download and print.
There you go.
Right here.
I got a few that I might send your way.
This is new.
Deal.
Oh, the Nerd Castle
Nerd
from
Castle.
Yeah,
today.
you didn't see the shit go down there on Twitter? That was fun.
I was more interested looking at the other storm on Twitter that was happening around somebody else. Getting a good giggle out of that. But yeah, so this is all pretty like this is the file factory, guys. All this
Here,
stuff
Peter, here's your Nerd
is
Castle.
free. Here is all of your free STL files, and everybody can sit here and download these.
And there's like the three on the left are actually like graphics and like SVG files and stuff that anybody can take and make shit out of. I've seen already people make hats out of the can't tread on me stuff and all that. So just an FYI.
I'm gonna
It's
have to
open
put
source
that
stuff.
in my laser engraver.
Yeah, that's all.
Do it.
You heard that there, Chris. Here's all those right there.
Well, that's awesome that you have a donate button too. You know, because
Yeah.
you can give the people free stuff and give them a chance to
So
donate.
minimum is $1.
You can't go any lower, and I can't figure out how to get to sats. That's like my problem. So I'll
Yeah.
figure that out eventually.
1 to 100.
Just
But
put your
that's,
QR
you know.
code up there for donate to.
Right?
Be the way
It's
to go.
like the old system, you know. If you like
Mhm.
this freeware, you know, hook me up with a couple of bucks.
That's the way to do it.
Make sure you can click over here on the shop, and there is the Bitcoin grenade. I love this thing.
Welcome to everything.
Yeah, welcome to everything. Right there, guys. Look at that. DCA color.
Dang, that's,
Oh, I know.
that's sweet.
I know, man.
What filaments you prefer?
We need a DCA color.
Like
on
filament brand.
That's
Yeah. Filament
DCA
type.
color.
that. Is it?
Yeah.
I use atomic filament for pretty much everything.
Okay.
It's pretty spot on to DCA colors.
Besides
the blue
like
is a
three
little
colors.
off.
Yeah, you gotta get that teal blue, man.
Yeah, the blue's a little off, but
Can you get
it's
teal
pretty-
blue?
It's pretty close.
You got a teal
I
blue
don't know.
over there?
I have a sapphire blue. I don't know if I have a teal blue.
Does it look like
Get
this?
get the Joel.
Like this?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Close.
It's
Close.
a little lighter.
Kind of looks like this.
Because that orange is spot on, man.
You know, it looks like this. You know, this right here. Or this, or maybe that. You know, kind of like
Maybe.
that color. You know, that blue.
Gotta
right
throw
there.
them all out there.
But yeah.
That'd
So
be sweet, man.
these are
I mean, if
all-
you guys send me a filament that you want in a color, I could print it out of that.
What
Just saying.
what kind of filament are you using these days?
I use atomic filament, and it's all PLA for the most part, unless I do PETG on some.
You said 3M.
I've pretty much been eSun the whole time for the 4 years I've been printing.
See, and that's a good brand. I know a lot of people like that one. Hatchbox used to be cheap, but now it's not.
Too cheap?
No. I went on
It
Matter
never
Hacker
used to
today.
be.
It wasn't too bad today.
So it went down again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just bought. I got Hatchbox black. I paid 23 bucks
That's actually not bad.
on Amazon.
That shit used to be like $19.99 or cheaper though. I feel
Yes,
like COVID
they're-
wrecked filament prices everywhere.
Yes,
Sucks.
I had the Hatchbox blue and the orange and a couple other colors I had like saved in my like for later in my Amazon thing, and I got the notification that the prices increased and they went from like $19 to like $23, and I was like, whoa.
They were $30 for at some point. I go, I'm
was
not gonna
like-
pay $30 for Hatchbox.
I was like, that's just absolutely ridiculous.
It's like trying to get a Cam Link 4K for your computer right
Yes.
now. Like, they're like triple the price if you can find one.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Where did
You
this
can't-
idea come from?
You can't find it for 130 anymore.
This thing is
Dude, I got mine for like 99.
a marvel for me. I love this thing.
Power armor. That
Love
was
this
that was
thing.
that was our design engineer Lami's deal. He
Nice.
he knocked it
Well,
out of the park.
Well, he did a great job,
Yeah.
because this
Go
is
do
awesome.
Go try one of these. Little $20 streamer.
So I absolutely love that you can power a cold device, open dime, a ledger. There's a few that you have to have power to in order to see stuff.
Yeah.
So something like this is great, and it keeps
And
you
they're
from
nice to
being
have.
on a device if you just need to access it quickly without
Very
having to have a
nice.
computer. Especially ledgers are known for that. They have to have power fed to them.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, you can't
So-
run it on thin air yet.
No, not thin air yet.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome seeing stuff like that.
Any of you guys do lithos yet?
Oh yeah, I've done a few of them. I've actually got one in production that I need to finish up designing.
Nice.
There we go.
Is that the teal you want?
Oh, that's not quite it. It's close.
It's close. It's
That-
close as we can find. That was E-Sun, right? Or was that Hatchbox?
Yeah, this is the E-Sun right here.
Yeah, that was the closest one that I could see too. There is like a teal one, or not teal, but like a light blue, but it really light. It's like
Too light?
It's
Yeah,
like
that's the
it's like
problem.
sky blue, and I was like, oh no, that's not it. It needs to be in between these two. Like it can't be one or the other. It needs to be right in between.
That'll be the day when you get to pick your filament color, and it won't be that expensive.
Oh, wouldn't that be?
There
wouldn't
was
that be a
one
dream?
filament company that went out of business, I think about a year or two ago, that, oh my god, they had huge selection, but they priced themselves out of
Way out of it. Yeah, everybody's not willing to pay $50 for a kilogram of them.
That's
TLA.
ridiculous, yeah.
No,
I
I
don't
don't even
care
want
what
to pay
kind of voodoo you
50
put in
bucks
there,
for a
that's
kilogram of
ridiculous.
TPU.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I think the most I've spent is like 25. Is the most I've spent for a spool of PLA, and that was at that moment I was like, that's all. It seems like a lot, but it was my first spool that I needed. And I was like, and I needed it. I was like, I need filament.
That's
So, like,
average, so you're not that
So
bad.
that's not average.
And then I pay.
I pay $100 for a 3.5.
Oh, a 3.5 kill?
Yeah, that's right there.
yeah,
That one, and that one.
the
I get them all in black because I go through so much black that doing 1 kilogram rolls, it's pointless.
Yeah.
The order I just got in, I ordered what was it? 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 spools and 2 blacks, for one for each printer, and then the rest, yellow, the blue, and the orange for my ender for the chameleon build.
Oh, nice.
It's legit.
Do you pay $30 a roll?
About 24.
That's not bad. I mean, that's average nowadays.
That
It's not
Amazon price.
Yeah, Amazon's a
Yep.
double-edged sword. It's good and bad.
Yeah,
It's quick, but the price is a little high.
Yeah.
can be. Yeah.
sad. Yeah.
That's for sure. I remember that was that day that I got the Amazon Basics neon yellow. They got it to me in like 2 days, and that was like right after I got my printer, and I was like, oh, it was 2 days. They here, like there, got it. Showed it to Grayson. He goes, you already got that? I was like, yeah. He goes, I cannot get filament that fast, and I was like, 2 days, man. It came straight.
They
here.
started out slow. They started out with, or not low. They started out at $20 a roll, and they would ship it to you in 2 days. And I think they got everybody hooked on that, and they're like, jokes, can't do that anymore.
Like,
Yeah.
dang.
It was the running.
They're too used to that.
for the longest time, you couldn't find the Amazon basics.
Yeah.
And you still really can. Like, I tried to go back to get some more when I went to get my black, and black was sold out. All they had left was like the glow in the dark and the translucent. That's all they had, and those prices were jacked up. And I was like, okay, well then we're getting Hatchbox.
Right.
You
It's
can,
like, don't try that out.
One thing you'll learn, Mikhail, if you ever run the glow in the dark, make sure you got a good nozzle.
Yeah, I had no intentions of getting it. I just seen that's all they had, and I was like, oh, okay.
Just get a bunch of brass replacements, and then as soon as they get chewed up after a couple print replacements, that's what I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or just fork out the money, get that ruby.
You can. I've heard good and bad. I'm not 100% sold on rubies yet, to be honest.
I had one for 4 years. It finally clogged up on me, and where did I set it? It's around this little.
You don't even have it in there? Oh, clogged up. That's right.
It clogged up, and after 4, oh, there it is. It's right next to the.
So they sat down. He goes right there, in the line of sight, and he goes, and seen it.
Those things are what, $100 plus?
About $90, and that you can't see it, but that little ruby tip right
Focus.
there. Yeah. Focus, damn it.
Gotta put your hand behind it, so that way you gotta get that hand color.
Oh, there you go.
It's too close.
Maybe.
Oh,
There, yeah. You can't. That black tip is actually a red ruby. Under
Used
the
to be.
burnt filament.
It used to be.
I'm gonna stick it in the oven for a little while, see if I can melt it out.
Oh wow.
Get a soldering iron, too. That'll work.
Yeah.
Dan the
Got that
Dane
right here also.
says, I see boxes for pies. He goes, I printed a lot of Pi 3B boxes for the little hacker I made. A cam controller for his CR20 Pro. And a
Legit.
Pi for his UPS Pi Juice hat. He goes, he's done lots of the Pico hat hackers, PCBs, lots of stuff with his 3D printer. He goes, and he loves the grenade. It's great.
Well, thanks.
It is
Sounds like
pretty
you print
great.
off a lot of cases, dude. That's legit.
Yeah, he prints off a lot of crazy stuff, man.
Right?
I am surprised you're awake right now, Dan the Dane, to be honest. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning for him right now.
yeah.
Jesus!
He is.
Well,
He is
Other
a
side of the
trooper,
world,
man. He's
man.
he's always here, man. I applaud you, Dan the Dane. Like, you were awesome.
That's dedication.
It is early. There was a day he was on a stream on our live stream until like midnight for us, and I was like, man, he's still going. And then
It's like
and then he
7
started
a.m. or
playing
something like
poker.
that.
He started playing poker with us until like 2 o'clock my time, and I was like, and then I had a live stream that night, and he was there for that too. And I said, when did you sleep? Like, you had to have slept somewhere in between there. And he goes, oh, I went to work, and I was like,
Power nap.
when did? And that's what he said. He goes, power naps, man, power naps. And I was like, no.
That's crazy.
No. Like, you're nuts.
Cocaine's a
man.
hell of a
You are
drug, you
nuts, Dan the Dane.
real quick,
okay.
I gotta plug the poker tournament this weekend.
Yeah,
dude,
do it.
Yes, we do. Yes,
Got
we
him.
do. I think you just posted the link, didn't you?
I didn't. I think Dan the Dane did.
Dan the Dane, post it again.
Yeah.
You'll be awesome. Power
Yeah, I'm
naps.
cool.
Yeah, he says power naps, man. Power naps. But yeah, so don't forget this weekend, guys. This Saturday at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, we will be live streaming the poker tournament, the Aeon poker tournament, that we have the gracious to be in and get to live stream. There is a 100 Aeon bounty on my head to knock me out of the tournament.
Knock him
so
out, knock him out.
Coming for you.
it's a pretty easy 100 Aeon if y'all need
Oh,
100
come
Aeon.
on. You won a couple hands in the first poker tournament.
I have my luck, man, but I do really good when we're not playing for tournaments. But every time I play a tournament, it's like I get like really crappy.
Pressure. I gotta
that,
play.
or
I gotta
I'm
play.
like trying to stream and trying to play poker at the same time.
I'm like, man, I should have folded that
can't
4-7,
do-
you know?
I can't do both at the same time, so it always gets me. But
This
regardless,
is not the face for poker.
yeah, regardless,
I suck at poker. Never been
make sure
good.
you're here, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all could watch and view what's going on. Yashnik and Shuby. Yeah, those are the ones you gotta watch for. Yashnik and Shuby.
Yashnik got the charity tournament.
Yeah, he won the charity tournament. Dude, he like
It's only because
stomped.
I wasn't there that time.
Yeah, you were out that time. You won the first charity tournament. And then, yeah, Ashton won the second one. But this one's not for
Yeah.
charity. This is for actual wins.
This is real.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is through Aeon. Yeah.
And the Aeon community's actually, they've like upped the donations. I think there's like 17,000 Aeon being like
Wow.
given away and like in the pool and pot. I think 20th place is the lowest you can go, winning some Aeon. And I think there's like 40 people. So half of the people won't win anything. Unless you knock out one of the like 12 bounties, I think there is. And each bounty's 100. So get
So
in it.
if you win the whole thing and knock everybody out,
I'll be in it.
I mean, first place is 3,000 Aeon, man, and
Oh,
that's
there you
that's
go.
like 400
and, like,
bucks.
20 players, another 200.
It's like 400 bucks, man.
Which place is for the? Was it a 2060 or 1060?
There's a 1063 gigabyte plus
Ah, okay.
2,000 Aeon. That's second place.
Sweatshirt is
Third.
third place.
Third place plus 1,000 Aeon.
Yeah,
and
it's
then it
only
goes
large,
down
though,
from
so-
there. It's only large and gray.
Yeah, large. and
Large and gray. That's it. So if you're bigger than large or smaller than large, it's gonna eat you or give it
If you
away to
don't like
somebody
gray,
else.
you got a problem.
You got a problem.
No medium small for me.
I mean, you could throw it in your dryer or in your washer and dye it yourself, I guess. But to each their own.
That's pretty hardcore for a t-shirt. I mean, but to each their own.
I mean, if you got it, if it only comes in gray and you really want it, I mean, you're gonna have to dye it if you want a different color.
That's true.
That would be, but yeah. Make sure y'all are there because that's gonna be awesome.
So Cloaks, did you before you got a 2-color printer or 3-color or whatever, 4-color? I don't know what you have now, but when you had the 1-color, did
4.
you ever try doing 2 colors? Like pause it mid print, let the other color bleed out, and like just kind of enter a new color into the extruder. And
Yeah, I
try to-
still do that.
Really,
You have good success with that?
I still do that with these. You can't do it on different layers, but you can do it where you start out with one color on one, and then at times I just pause it, and you start another color.
What do you
Right,
just
where
like
it
cut
starts
it
to make
and then
the V.
let it empty out and just jam the other one on top?
Well, I just hit pause, and then it'll pull the header over, and then you just do eject filament. It'll pull it out, and then you just put the new stuff in, and then do resume print, and it'll start print right off the bat.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And that's on the Prussias, of course, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you do a pause print on like an Ender 3 or whatnot, does it just stop and does it lock the motors in so they can't move? At least?
No, they will. It'll allow you for the motors to move.
Oh shit, so it doesn't know where to resume again, huh?
Yeah.
You,
No,
you
it
have
does
to be
not.
careful.
I had a couple that would be like just a little bit off.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say if it doesn't lock that motor in from turning or
I
like
have
moving
it-
on the X or Y axis, you're screwed.
Or yeah,
Well,
if you get too
I have it
overzealous.
sitting here, but I think my
Pull the
kids,
filament out of
took
it.
it. They like to
If
take
you-
those ones.
If you have your computer hooked up, go into terminal, just G29XY, and it'll reset that and start back where it was.
Right.
There you go, that'll work. At least there's that.
Yeah. I printed like the test Ender dogs that came with the on the Ender 3's SD card. Tried it with like their filament that they gave you, which by the way they don't give you enough filament to print the
That was hilarious.
like
Yeah.
you get about 80%.
Just-
You get 80% of the way
Of
you
a
get right
test
to the
print.
head.
Yeah.
And it stops. And I seen that, and it started like printing, and it did like 2 lines, and I was like, "Is there anything coming out of that?" And I look, and I was like,
They misweighted
No.
on that one.
and I was like, "Great." So I paused the print, and I switched the filament out, and I switched to my yellow filament, and I put it in, and it went down like 5 or so layers, and just drove straight into
Oof.
the print. And I was like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?" Like.
Because the AI is not good enough to notice that
And
there's
I was
printing down
like,
there.
dang it, man. So, it drove right into it, and I was like, no. And then it kind of picked up, and then just drove straight down into the middle, and I was like, stop,
Done.
print.
Yeah.
Over here, like, can't press the button quick
Hey.
enough, and I'm like, just,
Well,
no, all that.
At least the Ender's got a power switch to do that. For the AA, I'd have to reach around to the power cord and rip that thing out.
Well, when I stopped the print, it was down into the thing, so I couldn't turn it off. Otherwise, it would have locked it, and I would have been able to get it out of there quick enough.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I like left it on, stopped it, and disabled steppers as quick as I could, and just
Yeah, you never had a headache
gently
till you had
lifted it up
filament
as
all
I
around
could.
your heat block. And
Oh, dude, it
nozzle.
was nasty. I was like,
Been there.
Yeah.
Been there on the old printers when you wake up in the
Noted.
morning.
That's
Don't
when you
run
call.
out of
That's when you
filament
go
on
in the
Ender
garage
3. It's bad.
and grab the torch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just crank it up to the highest temperature, and then hopefully that blob like separates, and then you just torch the rest.
Yeah, hope it all comes out the nozzle. And, you know.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the first mishap with the Ender 3, and I was like, oh, okay, just never run out of filament. Noted.
Yeah. No, you're not allowed.
Just don't do that.
That's a no-no.
That's a headache.
Because
Do those have
if you
sensors?
wait,
No, it does not. Because
Oh, it
because it printed like 2 or so layers without anything coming
Just kept
out of the
going?
nozzle.
Do you have Octoprint yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I mean, I have it and I've installed it and I've played with it, but I don't have it on the printer.
All right. Octoprint has a has an add-on where you can do a filament sensor right off the pins.
Yeah, I've
Of the
seen
mod.
that. I've seen that. And that's pretty helpful. Octoprint's definitely the way I was gonna run.
Octoprint is freaking legit.
Yeah.
Oh, when
Especially for
I know
time
I'm
lapses,
Yeah.
I'm a young YouTuber as far as just getting started, but when I get to about 100 subscribers, I'm gonna try give away a Pi W, the little mini Pi W. With Octoprint on it as my first giveaway.
Dude,
Guys,
Octoprint's awesome.
y'all
I
heard
run them
that?
on my Pi 3s.
so
I love it.
you need to post your YouTube channel in the comments, and everybody needs to go to his YouTube channel and give him a sub, so y'all
yeah,
can
sub it.
try to get up in that.
You're still
and
watching.
Get that.
You're obviously interested.
You're still watching. You like 3D printing.
Dan the Dane says yes, Octo. He says build a Pi with a cam and 3D print a box and mount it to your printer, Mikkel. Then you can remotely see if the print went wrong out of the printer. Yes, I have a Wi-Fi fake GoPro. It's like an off-brand GoPro with 4K camera, but it has Wi-Fi, and that's what I use to like watch my prints. Now, that dog was literally the first print I ever did on my Ender 3. So, yeah. Noted. Never doing that again, and have never had that issue. So, but yes, I do run the Wi-Fi on my action camera, and that's how I watch it and take videos now. I've been
Nice.
doing some videos and speeding those up for extra talking points during the shows, like last week and the week before. While I'm talking, Crypto Mining Lifer says subbed. Got it.
Sweet.
Get up
Do
in
it.
there.
Thanks,
Do it.
Lifer. Appreciate it.
Yeah, because you're gonna live stream this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah,
On
Saturday
Saturday?
morning. I'm planning on what times? What
Poker
what time?
tournaments at 2.
At 2? Okay, so yeah, Saturday morning I will be live streaming my the start of my chameleon build, and I'm probably gonna take about an hour or two to put it together. I'm not gonna start initial testing until next Saturday. I want to at least get it all put together and just make sure everything works before I start trying to print anything.
Right. And you're gonna put that on the Ender 3?
It's going to be on the Ender 3, correct?
Nice.
There you go.
So,
And,
y'all heard that, guys. Y'all gonna get up on there. Do you have a time you're gonna do that yet?
I hadn't quite decided with I don't know if anybody, a lot of people know where I'm from. Down here, we got a nasty Category 4 coming our way, and
Enjoy that power surge.
yeah, exactly.
So you might be live streaming on Saturday.
Might be live streaming if I am not forced to work.
Right.
But if I do get a chance to live stream, it'll be about 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning Central Time.
There you guys go. So get on there, press the bell notification so you know when he does go live. You'll get that notification.
And I will definitely be cutting it when the poker tournament starts.
Nice. Nice.
'Cause
I will
gotta
definitely
get
be
in
there.
awesome.
because I want to see the chameleon build, because there's not very many videos of that. Like, whenever I was showing that to you, and I was like, hey, here's like the only video I have seen anybody do of this. So here you go. It looks cool.
I've watched William Steele, the creator of the 3D Chameleon. I've watched his videos. It's 6 hours worth of video. Then I've also watched Chris Riley's 6 hours worth of video.
That's the one. That one.
Chris's basement.
Man.
And they did a lot of testing, and I'm trying to put all that together into my head all at once. And I'll probably have one of their videos going at the same time that I'm building it, just to see if there's any little tips or tweaks. I know I'm going to mess up on the way. Yeah, I know I'm going to fail somewhere on it, and I'll work through it.
I think you'll get it first try.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
you got this.
Do it.
No pressure.
Yeah.
You have to.
All the faith.
Now that we're hyping you up, no pressure.
Yeah. No pressure. Oh man. So does any of us have any other questions for this awesome man before we head out of here?
Sweet.
And we
Thanks, Dan.
have to savage raid Savage Mine, because he's about to go live in like 5 minutes. Good old Savage, right?
Dan, I'm building a 3D Chameleon. It's a MMU multi-material for the Ender 3. It's actually a universal, but I'm putting it on my Ender 3, and I'm gonna be doing a 4-filament.
Nice.
Damn.
That'll be fun. Fun watching that one and seeing how that works. Because I've been curious. Because it seems to be a cheaper route.
Well, I priced them all. The 3D Chameleon was about $99 for the two color, $199 for the 4 color, or I could have gone to the Prusa MMU unit for $300, or gotten that nice little box behind him, that for either $599 or $800. And I'm jealous of that one. That's the one I ultimately wanted, but I ain't crypto.
They're a lot, man. You gotta make sure. I'm not either. Trust me, man. I've been slowly building over 3 years. Let's be honest here.
Right.
Yeah, DCA every day.
I used a little bit of my Ethereum profits to pay for that.
There you go. That's what matters.
Had to, man. Especially when it pumped up to 400. You're like, oh, 400. And we'll take that for it.
Thank you very much.
You know, love that. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate you even like coming on the show and coming here and like talking, because it's
fun, man. I love 3D printing, so I'll talk about it all day.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's fun. You know, we're all into crypto, and all of us are kind of into 3D printing. So I was like, this has to be like this needs to be a thing, and get you on here and chit chat about it. Cause
legit.
Just got to be awesome, man. I've enjoyed watching your company and your business grow over these years. I've been watching it for quite a while. I've really only been in crypto for about 3 years or so, getting on, but still getting in around.
I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, just getting around time and like seeing all these things. I'm like,
dude,
3D printing and crypto go like hand in hand, so that's awesome.
I know, 100%.
Yeah, I'm the other way around. 4 years printing, 3 months crypto. No, I'm sorry, February, so a few months. Oh, this damn quarantine crap.
Oh yeah, time. What is time anymore?
Yeah.
5 months.
Yeah, the year's like already more than halfway over at this point. You're like, what? It's August. What happened to the rest?
I don't even know how it happened.
Like, what happened to the rest of the months? Did we just skip past those and just act like it didn't happen?
Well, you know, time flies in forced isolation, but you know.
Yeah, sure. It's slow while you're going through it, but then you look back and you're like, holy shit.
Like, what happened?
The effing year's over already.
Right, like, it's almost 2021 already? Isn't Bitcoin going to be $1 million in 2021?
2021, $1 million. Make it happen.
I was like, man, 2020 flew by quick. I mean,
I don't know, man. We'll see what happens this fall. There's a lot of garbage on the table right now.
There is. There is.
Yeah, scared about a few things I've been reading today.
It's they got to spread that fear, man. Governed by fear, no thank you.
yeah, that's true. Dan the Day says now we can mine we can mine money, invest it, and print it ourselves. It was happy days DCA adventure. Yeah, how about that?
There you go.
Money printer go burr, 3D printer go burr.
Mining rigs go burr. Since we need 3D printed stuff on DCA adventure. We have some DCA 3D printed stuff that we were working on and trying to get out there. One of those is like a really big inspiration of the coaster, and I was like, why don't we make a DCA coaster? That'd be fun. I was like, that'd be kind of help like build up my skills and hone those in too. And I was like, I'll just do it. I've already made, edited the Thingiverse files, remixed them for the PC, like the fan covers for the Editor 3. So more to the list.
Yeah, man.
So
trial and error. That's the best way to learn.
You guys got printers. You might as well use them.
Exactly.
That's
That's all I do.
right.
Exactly. Only going to cost me filament, and that's not really that bad. I was expecting filament to go by faster than it has so far. I've made
I feel like
I've made
Maybe.
a lot of random things that aren't really what they need
what's
to
the,
be. But I've messed up a few things, and I'm like, I haven't even I can still see filament inside the lines of my spool, and I was like, am I ever gonna not see filament there? Or it's
You start out
this stuff
that
lasts
way, trust
forever. But I'm
It doesn't last long
only
like that.
25%ing some of my stuff. I've only 50%
Oh, so you're
one
doing
thing
25 infill.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
on a lot
Weigh
of the
it.
stuff
I mean,
that I do.
it saves a lot, man, when you're down that infill, especially when you're test printing. It saves a lot of material.
That's
You
for
weigh it and you can figure out how much you got left.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
which
mean,
is always nice.
1 kilogram, 2.2 pound. So if you
Right.
got quarter, 750 milligram or 750 grams left.
Yep.
You're 350 or 3/4 of it.
Doesn't Octoprint have
Yes.
add-ons where you can do how much you have in a new spool and it slowly ticks it away?
Yes.
Which is
That's
really
And you
nice.
can actually specify what spool it is too.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
Super
really
nice.
nice. Kind of brings me into a question. Do you track how much filament you use for orders and stuff? No? You just
I
use
don't.
it as you need it?
I
I
go
just
through so
kinda
much
wondered.
now. I don't even keep track. I used to have a little ticker on the website that said we went through 297 spools of filament, but now it's just a ridiculous amount. I can't keep up.
Right. I just
I
kind of
just
curious
have-
how that works out. If you
There's a whole
charge-
bunch. I don't know if you can see them all over there, but there's a
Oh,
whole
wow.
bunch of there's
Partials.
maybe a little bit of print left on each of those spools, and then I have 40 down below that even need to be that are brand new. And
Is that a dedicated room in your house, or you got a shed in the backyard?
it's the shop, man. It's the
The
shop.
Oh, he's
The
got
shop.
he's got the print. He's got the print farm shop.
I got the print farm shop. Yeah.
Yeah. The picture in the thumbnail is actually right where he's sitting on the left side of the thumbnail picture.
Yep.
So that's pretty legit. I saw that and I was like, oh dude, that's legit.
It's taken a while to build, man. It really has.
Well, you
Lucky
showed me the
you.
picture of the
I'm in
first
the kids'
of the
playroom.
first one. About where it started and where it's become so
That first one was nothing too, which is pretty crazy. It was just a box because I actually created a laser mount for my Maker Select. I could put a laser on it and start paper engraving off of it, and then 3D printing blew up, and I was like, I don't have time to do all that products. I'm just gonna stick with printing, and I kind of tore up the whole cabinet that I set up for laser printing, and now it's just a desk with printers.
That's just the desk with printers.
Used to
3D
be the
printer
tool
goes
shed.
for-
Now it's the printer shed.
Right.
Pretty much, man.
You're gonna have to show me that engraver box you got one day.
Yeah,
I'm building one right now for my Artur.
I think I just made mine out of what is it's the white Lexon tops on the plywood or whatever. So I built mine out of that, and then did a 40 mil fan, not a 40 mil fan. The hell is it? A 240 mil fan on the sides that I would pull in air and pull it outside and stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah, I think I got pictures somewhere. I can show you some stuff.
Yeah, send it to me sometime.
Dan the Day says what we really need is Mikkel and then FPGA builds. He goes a DCA bitstream folder. Dan the Dane, I wish I could put that kind of stuff out there for people.
Oh, we need our own DCA Adventure t-shirt printer too.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Direct to garment printer. Those are
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
How much do those
Batman,
cost?
what's up, Batman?
Rico sells one that's all in one. It even has a heating bed for after you're done printing it. It's like $5,000. But they last year they were running a special. They were like $4,000 off. I'm like, really?
What? What?
I don't know about that.
I'm
So
like,
maybe
this
this
sounds
holiday
kind of
season will be
scammy.
nice. Maybe I'll email that guy that wanted me to buy one last year.
Later, Crypto Mighty
Tell him
Lifer. Yeah, no
I'll buy one,
savages
but I'm only
going
paying
live.
$1,000.
Batman says, I see some Prustas behind you. He goes, very nice. He says, I have 3 myself.
There you go.
Very nice, Batman.
Batman.
Good old Batman.
Batman.
I wish. One
Thank
day,
you,
one
Crypto
day.
Mighty Lifer. Catch you later, my man.
Later, lifer. See you Saturday.
Everybody's going over to Savage. Post
Uh oh.
that.
Oh, is it time?
He
It's
is
8:30.
alive.
It's time.
Holy
9:30.
shit! It's 8:30. Damn.
Are you in Central? You in Central
talk
time?
hours.
I'm Central, yeah. We're in
Oh
Minnesota.
man, that's awesome. When I was sending you times and I was like Central Standard Time, I was like, I don't know if he's in Central Time, like, because I'm in Central and Chris is
Yeah.
in Central.
Damn Central Timers.
I know, man. Hey, there's more of us than I thought there was. All right,
East Coast is the best coast.
I thought it was just me and them.
I
thought we were
tried
the
the
only
East
ones.
Coast for a while. I love my Central.
Yeah.
Batman
I don't
says,
know.
"Do you have any multicolored
That
prints
Patrick
with the
is awesome,
Prussia's 4-color setup?" Yeah, he.
Yeah, man, I got Palette 2 Pro. I don't have the Prusa MMU though, but I do 4 colors.
I like how that thing fuses the filaments.
It's nice.
Have you had to replace the fuser yet?
No, but they gave me a free Pro upgrade since I bought it when it first came out. When
Oh,
it came
yeah.
out like the Pro versions and stuff, they sent me a box with all that shit.
Yeah, I
the
remember
extra
that.
pro pieces. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think they tried to Kickstarter that or something.
So
Probably.
Very nice. Very nice. Not a problem, Dan the Dane. He says, thanks for tonight. Great new stuff and new faces. Thank you all. And
Yeah.
have a nice evening. Well, have a good morning, Dan the Dane.
Yes.
Go take yourself a
Good-
power nap.
Good morrow to you. Good morrow.
And on that note, guys, be sure to catch us here tomorrow. There will be you'll see a premiere video from Jay for trading in the View. Gotta love that. And then we got
Trading with
FA
the View.
Friday nights
In the
coming
view
after
with
that.
the view.
And then poker tournament Saturday, and then mining after dark Saturday night. So, guys, we got
Failing
the
learn
rest
MMU build Saturday.
that as well.
peace, love, and hold.
For real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huddle.
Oddle.
Huddle strong,
Huddle.
everybody. Catch y'all later. See
Thanks
y'all
for
the
having
rest
me,
this
guys.
week.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
No
coming
problem.
on.
No problem.
Good talking to you.